Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I have 4 teams for you for the Invasion event, the Tower Killer event. We got Undead as our restriction. Right there on the screen it's showing you a new gem. When you match that yellow hourglass gem, it gives you an extra turn no matter what. So you match it with yellow gems, and it'll give you an extra turn whether you're frozen, no matter what. So that's the new gem for the campaign, the yellow hourglass. Match it with yellow gems, get an extra turn. Not sure if you blow it up or if you destroy it what happens, but I know if you match it with yellow, like Luther said, you will get an extra turn. But yeah, I got 4 teams for you. This first one here is just go fast until you get to 4 towers. So we just want to get there. We just want to go as quick as possible to get to the 4 towers. But we have to use the Bone Catapult. The Bone Catapult is the troop that you need to get the extra points. It has double magic, and it has double points. So normally you would use it anyway because it does so much damage to the tower. It's just kind of stupid not to use it. They give it to you. It's the event, you know, it's the troop of the event. They give it to you in the shop. They're telling you to use it. You might as well use it. So, one-shots towers with skulls and spell, and it also gives you double points. So you have to have it on the team. But early on, since everything is so weak, Morthani's Darkness, if you happen to have it. Morthani's Darkness or Dracula's or Crimson Bat or anything like that can one-shot everything instead of just one thing at a time. So I would use Morthani's Darkness up front and put the Bone Catapult in the back until you get to 4 towers. Once there's 4, or no, it's actually until you get to like 3 towers, because, you know, once their durability gets over the amount that Morthani can one-shot, that's when you're going to want to switch to the Bone Catapult in first slot, so you can get that skull damage with that Skull Storm. Morthani also helps with the Skull Storm, so if you're looking for skulls, this is still a skull team. It just, you switch it up, and here you go, I switched it up to the Bone Catapult in first slot. So this is still the high-level team, except for now you're deeper and you got more towers and you're not one-shotting everything with Morthani. So we're thinking more about the Bone Catapult and Morthani now. So Morthani has the Uber Doom Storm or something on her 3rd trait. It's something like that. And then Bone Catapult has a Skull Storm on its 3rd trait. So you got double. I don't know if it works like that, but you know what I mean. Like one way or the other, you're getting some sort of Skull Storm. And we start with the Brown Storm, which is good to get our mana up. We're using Death Knight, who has a Brown Storm. Alright, so we got Bone Catapult, Scarab Blade, Morthani's Darkness, and Ghost Queen. Ghost Queen starting everybody with 50% mana, because we're all undead. So that's important. And then Bone Catapult's the troop we have to use. It's going to one-shot towers with Skull and Spell. It's in first slot now because of all the skulls we got falling. Scrap Blade blows up purple, gives a positive status effect to Undead, and, you know, will summon an Undead if you happen to lose something, which you probably won't, but if you do, it'll summon something into first slot, and you can finish stuff off with Morthani. But most of the time you're looking for skulls, you're looking for Morthani. If you can kill something with skulls and then kill something with your Bone Catapult, then Morthani will finish stuff off, because it hits 4 troops, and if stuff is dead, it'll hit things multiple times. And it hits pretty hard, so yeah, you'll finish stuff off real good. And its 3rd trait helps too. I mean, it may or may not. It's nice. So there's other ways to do this, but I think Morthani's the fastest way because she'll hit 4 times with true damage really hard. And while you're doing skulls and one-shotting and stuff like that, while you're casting the Scrabby Blade with a Skull Storm and it blows up the board and a bunch of skulls fall, while you're doing all that, you can finish stuff off with Morthani and make it faster. She'll hit multiple times on things. Alright, so if you don't have Morthani, and this is the very low-level team, because I lost some footage. I did have the mid-level team next, but I lost some footage. I had to buy up in the shop. So, by the way, I bought up to the weapon, and then I bought one more. Then I ascended my Bone Catapult with orbs, and then so I would have multiple catapults. But I accounted for if you can't do that by doing this team right here where you only have 1 Bone Catapult. So I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you. Then I had to buy even 1 more further because I lost footage and I had to get more turns. But don't pay attention to that. Buy 1 past the weapon is what I think you should do. So buy the weapon, then buy the next one. But here's the low-level team, if you can. I know it's hard. At least you got to at least buy two potions, but 3 get the weapon. Alright, Bone Catapult, Scrab Blade. I use that the entire time you have a Bone Storm, so you want to be blowing up the board and give them positive stat effect to Undead. It's probably in the soulforge right now, so if you don't have Scrab Blade, go get it. It's only 300 diamonds, and it really helps in this event. This event is super fast, because skulls all day. This thing's hitting so hard with skulls. Then you got this team here, low level, no mythics, no legendaries, so we can't use the Ghost Queen, we can't start with 50% mana, we can't use Morthani. And I accounted for you only having one Bone Catapult. So put that Bone Catapult in first slot. Put that Scrab Blade in second slot. Third slot we got Skeleros. Fourth slot we got Draxius. Draxius will turn brown into skulls, and it's empowered. So on your very first turn you can click that button. Make a ton of skulls and extra turns. Because we got a brown storm at the start of battle. So you should have a bunch of brown gems. And then you can cast Draxius, make a bunch of skull matches or extra turns. Bang, bunch of skulls one-shotting. Then you have Skeleros, who will double the number of skulls on the board, and then I think puts even more on there. So after you do that, you could do Skeleros, make a bunch of skulls. So you're mostly using skulls here, but you got the Scrab Blade for backup if you lose your Bone Catapult, which I never did. Then you got the Bone Catapult, it could still one-shot. But that's the low-level team. No mythics, no legendaries, no double Bone Catapult, nothing like that. You should be alright. Alright, here is the team, like, if you actually have double Bone Catapult and you're like a mid-level player and you have a Ghost Queen who's just a legendary. So we're 50% starting our whole team, which is nice, because it gets everything going quicker. We got 2 Bone Catapults up front, in case one dies, plus we have 2 one-shots, and then Scrab Blade the whole way. You know, if you don't have Scrab Blade, it's okay. There's the Dead Gauntlet you could use, but you should probably get one or the other, because the restriction is Undead, and, it's hard. I don't think you have to use undead weapons, do you? I don't know. I definitely sorted by undead because yeah, it's what you should do. But I don't know. I forget. But if you have any other explodey weapon, go for it. But Scrab Blade's the best thing. And then Dead Gauntlet would be second best, probably. But if you don't have any of that, just look for something that explodes. Would be the best way to go, no matter what it is. Just try not to block your mana. But 2 Bone Catapults, Scrab Blade, and the Ghost Queen. I just feel like a lot of people should have 300 diamonds. We just had the Vault event. You should be opening your Vault keys. I know you're saving up and everything, but 300 diamonds isn't very much to go get an event done really quickly. But Bone Catapult, Scrab Blade, Ghost Queen. Starting them all at 50%. Skull Storm. Taking skulls. One-shotting. Double score. Double damage. Scrab Blade, casting it, blowing up purple. Catapult uses purple. Blowing up the board, making a bunch of skulls fall. It's really beautiful. It's a Skull Storm. It's pretty good. I would recommend the Morthani's Darkness team, but if you don't have her, just double up, triple up on the Bone Catapult. Ghost Queen's good too. Scrab Blade is awesome. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. Helps a lot. Tear good about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.